a new one for you. I like the way that sounds. I'm about to do it for you. I like to break it down. This joint has got me open. Ooh, that's my favorite song. I put my thing in motion. I do it all night long.
Good morning, guys. Oh, Lord have mercy. It's hot. And I ain't got time today. So, listen. The devil has been trying to do everything he can to keep me home today, y'all. To keep me home today. He doing everything that he can to keep me home. Okay. Already woke up late. Knew that was gonna happen. And then, yeah, woke up late. Knew that was gonna happen. And then, couldn't find my purse, okay? So I have like I threw one of my old black purses away, and what's so crazy is, y'all, I was at Target yesterday, and I was in Target, and Target had a 70% off sale, and I had this purse. The purse was like $25. I think it went down to like $15.90 or something like that. Like $15 or $10. And I was gonna get that purse because I was like, oh, I need another black, a cute little simple black purse. It's got a little gold little thing. It's cute. And yeah, thinking that that's gonna work for me, you know. Then I was like, nah, I don't want it, and I should have got it because I can't find my other purse nowhere. So I had to put this purse with this outfit, and I'm not really happy about it. I'm not excited. I couldn't find my vest, my leopard vest, because I would have worn my leopard. I got a leopard shirt, and I would have worn my black skirt and that purse with my shoes, but couldn't find that either. Like, the devil was just doing everything. So you know what, I put something simple together. And so you can go look at the picture on my Instagram. I posted a picture because I'm also trying to get like more into taking pictures, because I never really take pictures of my outfits or of myself that much. So I'm trying to get into the habit of that, and just being a little bit more consistent far as picture taking as like whole outfits and stuff, because I do be having some good cute days. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. But I'm gonna take another picture before I go where I gotta go. So I'm on my way to church now. It was like 12:30, and then I have an event to go to after I leave church. I don't know if I mentioned it, but I'll put her name across the screen, and her stuff is in the description box. And as you're watching this, Kai, don't forget that, because you know you do. Okay. So yeah, so the young lady that I met, that I told you guys about, I had met her. She's having a launch party for her business, which is A Journey of Health. And she is a so she's a coach. I also want to say awesome. She's very positive. She's very in God. Okay, I'm not gonna say spiritual, because when I think of spiritual, you know, that just means like you know what the Bible says and you try to do your best by the Bible. That doesn't really mean religion wise, because some people who don't think that they are not really religious, they really are. But some people get spiritual and religious mixed up, and they feel like being religious is that's another video for another day. I ain't gonna talk about that. But like I said, she's very positive. She's very in Christ, and she's just a very a wonderful person. Yet her business is like really, really amazing. It reaches out towards women, which I think is a great, awesome thing, because we do need a lot more women, especially African American women, you know, in this type of business, you know, far as when it comes to coaching and being a mentor and being a business coach, and being a person that can help with recovery and things like that, and getting through stuff and things of that nature, because not a lot of African American women that I know of here in Cleveland. I do know there are a couple like therapists and psychologists, but as a young African American woman, this is a really great thing. So yeah. So I have to also ask her if she is okay with me vlogging. So because you guys, so that's what I have to do today, and I'm really excited. Now, you know, you could have waited for me to turn, or at least came out for you to get up in there. That was just really disrespectful. So yeah, that's what I have to do today. And y'all know, like, when I do go to certain things, when I do certain things, you know, I usually get the same 2 people to go with me. So it's either Jasmine or it's either she. Hopefully I'm in angle. Hopefully you can see me, because I can't see myself. Okay, so it might be a little crooked. I apologize, y'all. It's crazy. So yeah, being in the mud. But yeah, guys, so yeah, that's what I have going on today. I'm really excited for her, because she has been going through a lot with this, even like through the past couple months, and also through the past couple days. She's been going through a little something. All right, that's better. Going through a little something. So yeah, but I'm here at church, so I'm about to go ahead, get myself in this sanctuary, and I'll see you guys when I get back.
They'll book a consultation with me, and we'll begin that onboarding process. Other times they'll say, I just want to talk to you because I have a lot I want to work at, and I'm not sure which way to go, right? And then yes, I will help them make that decision. But ultimately, they have to, you know, choose who to move forward. Right? Yes. So let me tell you a little bit more about the Journey for the Health process. So there is a free 15-minute consultation. And from that point, we will, our next time meeting will be your first session, as well as going over the contract in terms and conditions, okay? And when you decide to move forward with that, from that point, every week we will have regular meetings until your 12 weeks is up. At 12 weeks, we'll say, okay, do you want to continue moving forward, or has this met your goals? Sometimes clients will go from one program to another, or go, hey, I wanted to figure out my holiness. Now I'm ready to show up in my life. So let's get into this life coaching, because I have a few general things I want to get under my belt. Mia?
Your sessions, are they face-to-face on the phone, combination?
Thank you for asking that. So, y'all, when I started, I saw myself having like 2 little babies in the house, you feel me? And just being on this little MacBook, okay? And I just wanted to have virtual clients all over the country. But now I'm in Cleveland, and God is like, you need to go out there and network and meet people and do face-to-face interactions. Yes. I know. So I will do the face-to-face, but it's not my preference. Okay. Right? Because I understand now that certain people need that one-on-one contact. They need to feel my energy and look me in the eye. But otherwise, girl, we virtual with it.
Gotcha. What type of time commitment for the client? Is it an hour a week?
Yes, so it is weekly for 50 to 55 minutes. Weekly sessions. Sometimes it will be homework, but the thing about it is with life coaching, you determine your homework. With the programs, it depends on your progression. Sometimes you have outside ideas, or I'm seeing a theme coming up, or something happens in current events. Okay? Any questions about that? It's gonna be some survey questions. I want to know how often you want us to meet and stuff like that. If you know we bring this into the upcoming year. Yeah.
How close do you think physical strength, like, partners with a mental strength? Like, if I'm not in the physical, but I just feel like sometimes when I was working out, I always felt stronger, and I just feel like it possibly is a link between the two.
Does anybody want to ask this before I hop on it? I see. Okay. Could you say your name and what you provide us?
My name is Sada. I'm a therapist.
Okay.
So part of it, a lot of the times when I'm teaching my clients, because a lot of times I'm doing education before we actually begin therapy, there has been research that is directly connected to your physical health. So like for people who have depression and anxiety, working out is directly connected to that. It has to do, science is not my forte, so I'm human services. Yeah. So releasing all that out and allowing you to feel better. And it's not necessarily a fix, but it's something that definitely helps, especially when you're talking about wellness, complete wellness.
For the wellness sister. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were chiming in on that. So she is absolutely right. And through my testimony, so not to go too far back, but a journey full of health began with me losing 80 pounds in 11 months. A lot of you know that. That was my first point, finding strength, right? I was physically strong. There was not much I could not physically do at that point, right? I had endurance, I had strength, but mentally I was weak and I was broken and I had to heal. So, I'm getting on God. Ooh, I was supposed to get on my soapbox. I could cry right now because I needed to see what I can do to believe that I can heal of the internal stuff. You feel me? Ooh, I feel it. Oh my goodness. So when you ask, you know, sometimes you just need to be able to believe that you're capable in order to really do the work. And sometimes that begins mentally first, and then you start changing your body because you believe you can. And sometimes it begins physically first. And I've been posting about how I've been going through a lot of sadness and dark times. It's been a hard period. I am not supposed to cry today.
You good.
That's how you know it's worse. It's real.
And so you can use nutrition. You can use positive thinking. You can use aromatherapy. You can go in the gym and hit it really hard. All of that can be a toolkit in your self-care box. You feel me? And sometimes it's about your emotional health, your mental health, your professional health, right? Goodness, y'all.
Good. That's your testimony. You're good.
Okay, so a question about the Wellness Sister Circle.
That's as well. That is what I'm trying to say. Yeah. So it's been the mind, body, spirit journey of you, honestly, in growing this, and now it is how can I help others do the same?
Birthday.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. It's literally like a birthing of, as I'm going through this journey, I'm going to find health in every area that I possibly can. Like I'm going to find health in self-care. I'm going to find health in working out. I'm going to find health mentally. Like as I go through this journey, you are working with me to find health in every area possible, so where I'm like fully whole. And I found this place of peace. I found this a way to enjoy the life that I have instead of focusing on, you know, the things that I may not fully understand. Like you're helping me to walk through that and find like there's goodness in every area. You just have to find it and you got to put the effort in. So that's how I feel.
As someone that has just started following you on social media and everything, what I've gotten so far is that you're trying to provide like accountability and a support system, guidance.
Thank you. So a journey full of health is basically a life of wholeness. And that's why I began with telling you what all makes a person well, what all impacts a person's health. Because it looks different at different times. Sometimes it's just about making sure that you're physically okay and absence of disease. And other times it's about, you know, I impact the community on a daily basis, whether I want to or not. How can I do so in a holistic, purposeful way, right? And so I noticed that, you know, I was in college and I was getting this degree and I was kind of like numb and burnt out. And after the degree, I was going to like either go to grad school or get a good job, right? But never was really present. It's always like I'm on a journey to another place. And when I looked at like professors and mentors, I saw that too. It's like my eyes are either like I'm stuck in my pain of the past or my eyes is on the joy of the future. But right here, I am numb. Right? I'm not whole because a part of me is stuck there. I'm not whole because I'm going to find you there. So how can I be as healthy as possible? And that looks different at different times. That's why when I began to recover my eating disorder, I didn't just post my amazing, you know, vegetable-based meals. I would post me eating pizza and grapes because that was the best compromise I could because the absence of that was me not eating at all, right? And that was me being healthy but that was a journey full of health. And it gives everybody permission to be exactly where they are and find the best ways to work through it. Any questions about that? I see you, Fred. Into that. Because if we don't begin to harness these spirits, that is where our addiction comes in. That is where our self-destruction comes in, because you feel like there is no place for me. It's because you're meant to create the space. Yep. So a journey for the health has become, you know, a place for leaders to come together to get their stuff. Okay, I'm done. I'm off that. Towards the end of this year. And so, I'm just so grateful, y'all. So grateful. So, I was working with somebody else. Can I know that this person first? Can you come back? Thank you. Okay. And the name really is social when you talk about elevate. Okay? Can't talk. People come in and find out what's going on. I miss a black girl. Okay, so met Nobles, and we began like discussing the marketing strategy. At that point, I was all over the place. At that point, I was very insecure because I had done a lot of research on marketing, but knew that my approach was different. And because of the emotional attachment to what I was doing, I couldn't create clarity. And so this man came in with patience, because we didn't go linear to our plans at all, and helped me figure out what I was trying to communicate. Helped me figure out the curriculum, like the structure, the marketing. Yeah, like he made like beautiful graphics. I forgot my sign at home, y'all. But it is what it is. If you look on social media and you see like the logo, you see like the little, this amazing banner, that's all Nobles. Thank you. Thank you, because thank you. So, business owners and entrepreneurs, sometimes God got something on your heart. Now, so I tell you, if you're attracted to me, it's because God has something on your heart, and I speak to that part of you, right? And you say, but I don't know how. But it's taking too long. I have been working a journey for the health since 2014. And it's not until 2018 where everything is laid out and ready to work. It's not until having somebody like Nobles come in and ask me questions where I was able to put those ideas on the board, because it was so much emotion attached to it. Sometimes it was pain, sometimes it was joy. You know, emotions, the therapist will speak to this. Sometimes emotions can block you from really seeing what you need to see in your own brain. And you need somebody to solicit that from you. Right? And so God sent me that Nobles. Can you go back? Okay. And then we have Camille, who, I get so excited sometimes, like a little kid. You came in, and we were just like supposed to be catching up. Well, I didn't know it was a business pitch, but we eating, and she had her little laptop. She said, I can do this, and I can do that, and I can do this, and I can do that. She was educating me. It's pretty much like a little piece of where I'm at, and me trying to give what I didn't have within me in some way. The Journey for the Health curriculum.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Right into that. As an artist, but also trying to have my own business, I'm curious about your opinion of your art within your business, which is like kind of like separate. I don't know if you plan on distinguishing like or separating those two. I was just curious.
So the question is, do I plan to separate art from a journey for health?
Yeah. It's like for me, like I'm an artist as well, and I want to share my art, but I feel like in some ways my art is separate from my business, but it's still part of me. So I was just curious.
Two things.
Your point of view.
How many of you want God to bless you with more?
Amen.
All right. But how many of you are really using that which you have been granted? So that's what it was, because I sat on it for a long time. But if I'm asking for prosperity and this and that, and why you're not sending me to people, but I'm not fully using the gift If you want greater and greater, you have to build what's there and appreciate it, right? And a part of appreciation is allowing others to appreciate what you have to offer. It's not keeping it to yourself out of fear. So that's one thing. Another thing is I doodle all the time. Like when I'm frustrated and something going through my head, you don't see little sketch pads up here. I got like 10 of them. These were made on canvas, you know, like they're packageable. So that intention is set to a degree, but I'm not going to even front and say that sometimes I don't go up into my girl cave and make beautiful work while happy or sad. You know what I'm saying? So to an extent, the self-care, the way it comes out, it just flows out. I can't necessarily always say that. Right? Any more questions? And if you gotta go, like that's cool. That's cool. I appreciate all of you for coming. Thank you. So the Journey for the Health curriculum. Man, for the longest I've been trying to understand what has been my process. What do I know? Because I know so much. And in this curriculum, it's a 12-week process of going through monthly different focal points. So many times, come New Year's, everybody like, you know, I'm ready, new me, new this, but because we don't have anything to guide us, we fall off with it. But you can't do that with the curriculum. And you can never say that you couldn't holistically touch on the things because we cover your entire life in this curriculum. Each month has a different focus, and each week has a different lesson plan to keep you progressing. And depending on how things go, next year we'll have a completely new one. The great thing about this is also that, you know, let's say you didn't start in January, but in March you're ready. You'll start in March, and you'll go into the next March. So, does that make sense? Yeah. Any questions? Okay. Let's talk about the big day. Okay? That would be the membership site. The membership site is extremely affordable. So basically you join the membership site and you'll have access to the curriculum monthly. So each month we will have a different focus. It comes with a video that's like an educational overview of everything. And then the weekly lesson plans will be released to you by week. Okay? And if y'all really want to be a part of the group, we'll figure out how to make a Facebook group and that we can continue to move forward in a consistent way. Secondly, we have a bunch of free content out. I would love for you guys to engage with it. Go to YouTube, like the videos, comment on the videos, send the videos, really help people see this because a lot of people need help in these areas. Like the Facebook page. Y'all, I'm not the best at Facebook and both Camille and Noah's been helping me with this, but you know,
Instead of worrying, here's what you can